Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you guys? I hope all of you are always good and stay healthy. Well, firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Toro Budi Wardoyo and my student number is 2019 and I'm from class R4H. And this video is taken for academic speakings assignment about public speaking, and I choose the topic about setting goals is important. So let's check it out. Hello everyone. Now I want to talk about setting goals is important. So what is goals? A goal is an idea of the future or desired result that a person or a group of people envision, plan, and commit to achieve. A goal is roughly similar to a purpose or aim, the anticipated result which guides reaction, or an end, which is an object, either a physical object or an abstract object that has intrinsic value. Difficult goals lead to a higher performance than either easy goals or instructions to do your best. As long as feedback about progress is provided, the person is committed to the goal and the person has the ability and knowledge to perform the task. A positive relationship between goals and performance depends on several factors. First, the goal must be considered important and the individual must be committed. Participative goal setting can help increase performance, but participation itself doesn't directly improve performance. Self-efficacy also enhances goal commitment. For goals to be effective, people need feedback that details their progress in relation to their goal. This feedback needs to be positive, immediate, graphic, and specific. Providing feedback leads to set reference points and comparisons to the standard inform their behavioral responses. And then what are life goals? Life goals are what we want to achieve, and they are much more meaningful than just what we need to accomplish to survive. Unlike daily routines or short-term objectives, they drive our behaviors over the long run. There is no single psychological definition for them, and they are strictly a clinical construct, but they help us determine what we want to experience in terms of our values. And because they are personal ambitious, they can take many different forms, but they give us a sense of directions and makes us accountable as we strive for happiness and well-being for our best possible lives. And then, why should we set goals in life? Lots of us have dreams, right? We know what makes us happy and what we love to try out, and we may have a vague idea of how we go about it. But setting clear goals can be beneficial in several ways. Above and beyond wishful thinking, here are a few. First, setting goals can clarify our behaviors. First and foremost, Locke's theory of goal setting puts intentions squarely at the center of our behavior. The act of setting goals and the thought we put into crafting them directs our attention to the why, how, and what of our aspirations. As such, they give us something to focus on, impact positively on our motivation. Of course, there are limitations to the general ability of this finding. Simply setting goals won't drive the actions that lead us to success. We will look at this shortly, but for now, suffice to say that they give us something to commit to. It may not be easy to switch careers, but acknowledge that it's your goal and you will at least be able to choose some appropriate actions. The second is goals allow for feedback. If and when we know where we want to be, we can assess where we are now, and essentially we can chart our progress. This feedback helps us adjust our behavior accordingly. By allowing for feedback, goals let us align or realign our behaviors, keeping us on track with our eyes on the prize. The third is goal setting can promote happiness. When our goals are based on our values, they are meaningful. Meaning, purpose, and striving for something bigger is a key element of happiness theory in positive psychology. Along with positive emotions, relationships, engagement, and accomplishment, which goals allow for, it makes up what we've come to know as the good life. In other words, life goals represent something besides the daily grind. They allow us to pursue authentic aims of our own choosing and enjoy a feeling of achievement when we get there. That said, even striving to be the very best we can sometimes lead to happiness in itself, according to the Monica well-being research. The fourth is they encourage us to use our strengths. When we consider what matters the most to us, we can get more attuned with our inner strengths as well as our passions. Charting a course for ourselves is one thing, but using our strengths to get there comes with a whole set of other benefits. Studies show that knowing and leveraging our strengths can increase our confidence, boost our engagement, and even promote feelings of good health and life satisfaction. Using them in pursuit of our goals, therefore, even discovering what they are, can be a good thing for our well-being. So, how about the process and steps of setting life goals? You can and easily will find countless models for goal setting in the self-help literature. But what does positive psychology say about the process and step of goal settings? The following framework is taken from the well-known psychological capital intervention, or PCI, and it uses 3 steps: goal design, pathway generation, and overcoming obstacles. So the first is goal design. The first step is to design our goals. When crafting goals, we need to remember the key premise of goal-setting theory, that they are intentions which guide our behaviors. They are targets of our mental action sequence. Ideally, by design, goals should be concrete endpoints. That is, we should be able to measure our success because they are clear and detailed. They should be approach-based. This means we should easily be able to focus on moving positively towards their accomplishment rather than away from negative outcomes. We should be able to break them down into sub-goals if necessary so that we can celebrate little successes along the way. And the second is pathway generation. We now have personally meaningful life goals designed, and we can start thinking about different potential pathways for achieving them. Lieutenants and colleagues PsyCap intervention invited participants to brainstorm multiple pathways without worrying at first about their feasibility. As many possibilities as they could think of, essentially, and not unlike, there are no bad ideas in brainstorming. Participants then invited others to weigh in and add to their potential pathways. In the same way, you might ask friends, family, or someone in a mentor-like position to help you come up with ideas on how to pursue your goals. The last part of pathway generation considers inventory pathways. What resources will you need to pursue pathway A, B, or C? Essentially, we refine our potential pathways. We think carefully about what we can realistically expect, and this leaves us with fewer or more viable options. The third is overcoming obstacles. We have inherent beliefs about our ability to use pathways for goal success, our agency, and these are accordingly termed agency thoughts. This kind of thinking plays a particularly important role when we come up against obstacles, especially unexpected ones, as they can determine whether we pick ourselves up or just disengage. When setting life goals, therefore, it helps to consider the possible barriers that might arise. Independently, we can self-reflect, thinking about our potential pathways as well as our strategies we might use to deal with them. We might do this alone or with others, like in the pathways generation stage, and our focus here is to ready ourselves to contingencies. Put differently, what might prevent me from achieving my goal, and how could I work through and around this? Goals can be long-term, intermediate, or short-term. The primary difference is the time required to achieve them. Short-term goals expect to be finished in a relatively short period of time, long-term goals in a long period of time, and intermediate is a medium period of time. Individuals can set personal goals. A student may set a goal of a high mark in an exam. An athlete might run 5 miles a day. A traveler might try to reach a destination city within 3 hours or more. Managing goals can give returns in all areas of personal life. Knowing precisely what one wants to achieve makes clear what to concentrate and improve on, and often subconsciously prioritize that goal. However, successful goal adjustment or goal disengagement and goal re-engagement capacities is also a part of leading a healthy life. Goal setting and planning or goal work promotes long-term vision, intermediate missions, and short-term motivations. It focuses intention, desire, acquisitions of knowledge, and helps to organize resources. Efficient goal work includes recognizing and resolving of guilt, inner conflict, or limiting belief that might cause one to sabotage one's effort. By setting clearly defined goals, one can subsequently measure and take pride in the accomplishment of those goals. And the last, I found a quote about goals from Roy Bennett. Goals are the roadmap that guide you to your destination. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you. Thank you.